Good morning, team members. You're all welcome to another episode of Adborn Team Mental Fitness. And we all know the main purpose of this training is to better equip. Today's topic is titled Think Big, Start Small. And beneath, we're going to be seeing scale fast. And before we go further, I would like to discuss the full meaning of our acronym, Think Big, which is T stands for talent, the H stands for honesty, I stands for integrity, S stands for insight, N stands for nice, the K stands for knowledge, B stands for books. We need books to better equip ourselves. We need books to take experience from people that have already written their experiences, because things that have occurred to some set of people might have occurred to us as well. I, in-depth learning. We need to go through the stages of learning more. We need to feed our brain with more information, so in return it can better serve us. And G, God. We have to put God first. Values come in lines of business, and we also have God value. So in situation when compromises arises, God value tend to what? Balance in alignment. Now to proceed, we're going to be starting our opening, which says, if you can dream it, you can achieve it. Now you have that idea in that native land, and to bring it to reality, you have to take action and make it up. So this quote is given by Oluwagbemiga. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Moving forward, we have, what does it mean to think big? What does it mean to think big? We all know to think big. We all know what it means to be big, to be huge, to occupy something. Now, as context, think big implies not limiting oneself. It can also be defined as one's vision. Now, the question we have, does everyone has vision? Now, not everyone has vision, but one must what? Find vision. It's not a must you have vision before you kick off in thing. That is why we have teamwork. You can key to someone's vision and get to what? Perfect and work towards that vision. Secondly, we have, what does it mean to start small? We all know what the word small is. It can either mean to be little or to be tiny. But as used in this context in business, whereas you have a thinking, you have the idea that is very big, but then in starting something or bringing it to reality, it is something you're starting small. Why is it so? So as used in this context, I will personally define this as the act of initiating or starting a business with the readily available resources, and not dwelling on what you don't have. You put the obsession on what you don't have. Putting it in another way, making yourself resourceful. A lot of people have these business ideas, they have business visions, they have things they want to do, they have dreams. But then based on one or two reasons, because of what they don't have access to, they don't have the ability to proceed or move forward or bring the business into existence, which is one of the things we're going to be tackling in the topic, Think Big, Start Small. Next, we have how to think big. You know, when we started this, I said it's not necessarily important to have a vision before you can put yourself in a line to something, or before you can start a business. You can get to join a team of people who have a vision already, and you get to work in alignment with that. We have a lot of well-renowned CEOs out there. Example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk as a person is not doing things because of the passion he has for them, but because he has an adventurous spirit. He likes innovation, and he likes to think in a future sense, which is why he does most of the things he does. So he's thinking of the future, and he as well is going on an adventure, because we have seen what he going through Earth and moving next to the moon. Now, we have number one, follow your dream. In following your dream, you must believe in the dream. To follow your dream, you must believe in the dream. And on that journey, the fuel to succeed in whatever you are doing, which is passion. You have to believe, then you have to fuel it in passion to get to the destination you need to get to. Secondly, we have to think outside the box. Now, there is a default way of getting to provide solution to a particular problem, but for you to think big, you have to take calculated risks. Calculated risks in the sense that other set of people know, no, this can be done in another way, but they don't want to go through the stress of what? Finding a solution. But here you are thinking outside the box, finding a better way to provide solution to that problem, which is making you think big. Thirdly, we have set high goals. Set high goals. What goals, you know what you want to achieve. You know what you want to embark on. Now, in setting high goals, it means you have to have plans in place. And in having plans in place, you can have to have 5 years plan, 10 years plan, 20 years plan. We have businesses out there that have been existing over 20 decades, 50 decades. How have they been doing it? How are they able to do that? How have they been surviving for the past years? First Bank, for example, has gone through stages. It has transitioned from being owned by the British people, went to private sector, came back to the government sector, and currently is back in a private sector. So there is a plan in place. There is transition. There is a plan. A more than 100 years plan has come into effect, because most businesses might have come into existence before then that have gone extinct because the creator or who created that business is gone, which is not supposed to be so. You have to what? Set high goals. Number 4, think ahead. Think ahead. Now, in thinking ahead comes with the process of wanting to produce more. Now, let's say in an organization, let's say in a pure water factory where on a daily basis you produce 20 bags of pure water because of the way things are being done. But because you are thinking ahead and you are thinking big, you tend to put in some factors in place. You introduce division of labor and you introduce specialization where people focus on what they have to do. At the end of the day, from producing 20 bags of pure water in a day, you get to produce 100 bags of pure water, which is productive because you've been able to think ahead. You've had that big thinking from the norms. You've gone beyond the norms. And 5, it says go big or go home. You find yourself in an organization setting and you're coming into an organization, you don't just want to be there. You have to grow. You have to be innovative. You have to affect the business positively. So these 2 words, go big or go home, is either you're on the win side or you're on the losing side. So in order to think big, you have to what? You have to go big in whatsoever organization you find yourself. Now we go to the next topic, which is why start small. You're thinking big, but at the end of the day, you're starting small. Now I want us to know that starting small doesn't mean it is the end or you can't get something productive. It is like a preparation. It is a momentum. You need to accumulate small wins to elevate to that growth. Because at the end of the day, harvest of seed will start what? Propagating your growth. Number 1 says access to little or no capital. For a lot of people that have business ideas, they don't have the funds to fund that idea. Starting is the first necessary step. Starting is the first necessary step. So you start with what you have. Number 2, to test your dream. That is taking action. Test your dream. You have the big idea. Someone has not done it before. You want to test if this will produce or yield. You have where you are going to. But to know the result you are going to get, you have to kick off with something. That is, you have to test your dream. You have to take action. Number 3 says to build momentum. On the long run of starting the business, you take up small projects. On the long run, you gather what we call experience, which is needed for you to be able to succeed when you eventually grow big. Number 4, to build brand loyalty. At the end of the day, you need the customer. The customer is what you survive on. They are who you need to keep growing. If you don't have customer, you're just existing, you're not in for business. Number 5, to minimize loss. Let's say you have a business idea. Let's say, for example, a financial sector. You have investors, you have loans involved, you have money from mortgaging your house. You don't want to lose a penny, or you don't want to lose too much. Now, in order to minimize your loss, you have to you can tend to start small, to test the waters. Then number 6, to elevate your experiential capital. It is said that experience is the best teacher. You need the experience. You need to have gone on small projects, so as when you've grown big, you want to be able to apply that experience you've gotten when you started small on running projects. Then number 7, to measure your small wins. As I've said earlier, your small wins accumulate together to become your long win, because on the long run, those small wins on a long period of time will get you to where you want to get to. Then number 8, grow organically. You have to grow organically. For a small business that doesn't to do marketing, you have to do something that will make customers be the medium of marketing, because at the end of the day, you doing that marketing simply means you want people to see you. But growing organically with your customers will make it a medium for them to communicate and preach what you're doing well. They bring referrals, and once they are bringing in, that means they are loyal to the brand. On the next slide, we're going to be going to the summary, which says find a way to start, set your objective, have a benchmark, have a standard, be passionate about what you do. Finding a way to start takes us back to being resourceful. You have to start something, to kick off that idea, to know that, yes, I've started something, and on the long run, over a long period of time, when your small wins accumulate, you get to where you want to arrive. Set your objectives. Every business, no matter how small or big, you must have core values. You must have mission. You must have objective, things you want to achieve. So those, for example, at Hardborn Harvester, our core value is innovation. Because over time, we've noticed that we have to innovate to do things differently. We have to have the T, which is trustworthiness, for customers to be able to come to us anytime, any day. We have to be we have to have integrity for customers to know, oh, this is who they are. They will deliver on what they've said. We have to deliver excellence, like the excellent execution. People know us not for nothing but excellence. D, they know that, oh, these people deliver on your deed in less than 90 days, you're getting it. If you're getting your receipt in less than 48 hours, you're getting it. So you must have an objective, have a benchmark. Don't let customer be the reason why you're falling back on what you're saying. Have a standard. That is very important. You must have a standard. We do this when we say we do it. Don't let customers tell you what to do. Do what you do and let it be what every customer know you for. Then be passionate about what you do. You need passion, like I said earlier, is a fuel to take you through that journey you're going through. Now, recommendation. You have to be consistent, because consistency is where we make you arrive there and keep you going. Stop, it is over. You have to be persistent. The journey is never smooth. You face impediments, you face obstacles, but while we persistent, you can get to where you're going to. Do not give in to failure. Failure will only tell you that, oh, you're not doing something right. Do this to correct that. Be flexible. Take advice. Take feedback. Find purpose in your area of calling. You must find purpose, which is very, very important to know what you're doing. Convert your time into experience. Time accumulated over time will lead to experience, which you very need to succeed in business. Have your core values. Very, very important. Properly written out. Then last one, think about your big why and your little why. The big why is the reason why your business is existing. Why the little why is the feedback you get from customers, things you should work on, things they think you need to do. Our closing quote says, an opportunity collide with preparation in business. A quantum big is experience. Like I said, small wins over time bring about growth. So those things, when opportunity meets preparation, when opportunity that has been gathered over meets preparation, it gives you need. So thank you so much for joining us on our training today. We appreciate you all on live on Instagram and YouTube. So much appreciate. Click on the subscribe button to get more updates on what we are having next week. Thank you very much.